We're outside the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Spurs 3, Bournemouth 1. That's what it's like to feel a lost Tom.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, no, it has, mate. But yeah, we come out of it all right in terms of we're still playing well, aren't we? Still created double the amount of chances I think they did in the end. So we're playing good stuff. Unfortunately, we gave them a head start. Just individual error. Our goalkeeper's just given them a goal. And then, yeah, I thought we had a better side, but they've caught us well. They've played the counter-attack really, really well. But 3-0 down, keep fighting. Nearly got a second as well. Nearly had a...
Little frustrating moments within games, though, like you said,
Yeah,
Neto,
of course,
and then just the lack of being clinical in front of goal at times.
The problem is you play a good side going forward, and you give them a goal, and then they're just going to soak it up and look for a counter-attack, and that's exactly what they did, and they done it well. And then, kind of sealed the game, really, even though we had a half of the puff at the end. I'm a little bit surprised we didn't just chuck Kiefer Moore on. I'm really surprised we almost wasted our last sub by bringing on Brooks and not Kiefer Moore.
We talked about it in the second look in terms of what David Brooks sometimes brings. He's that type of player that you're surprised when he comes on when the scoreline is so big either way, because it's like, what's the point?
Well, I just didn't really get it. It was a 3-0, 3-1, and just chuck some balls in the box. Just Kiefer get on the end. You never know, do you? I mean, I didn't really understand that, but either way, we could have easily scored 3 today, easily. Like I said, I don't know how many chances we had, but obviously, we gave away a few sloppy goals, but we played all right. Is what it is. But they clearly weren't on it, and you could tell that we obviously played well, because I've been here a lot of times, and Tottenham have been in a lot worse place than this. They've never been this quiet.
I thought they were really
never
quiet.
Been this quiet.
After their second goal, they almost seemed subdued.
Weird.
Go right.
Yeah, it was weird. So, I guess you give ourselves credit for that, because we were on the front foot throughout. Unfortunately, we didn't quite have our shooting boots on today.
No.
Both goalkeepers, probably, that's the difference today, really. Because that changed the game the first time.
Shame that Marcus Senesi is now out for the Liverpool game after that cynical foul. I mean, he really shouldn't have made that foul, but he did, and now we're losing him for a big game at home against a team we beat last season. Yeah,
hopefully we have Meps back. I mean, I think we forget Meps is a decent centre half. It's a shame, because Celeste's been good, but so the first half, I think he made about 3 fouls in the first half, and I remember thinking he's definitely getting booked. It's the loudest I've heard him. But yeah, it's a shame that Celeste one was a little bit of a kick in the teeth. But Dango's injury, I hope he's all right, because obviously I hope he goes to AFCON. Obviously, don't want him to get knocked for that. But listen, mate, the run we've been on, we've lost 1 game and God knows how many. We still showed enough today to, we'll be absolutely fine. We'll be competing at the top end. It's just a shame Fulham got a weird win, but I'm sure that'll please Tottenham very much.
North London for today is not red.
Yeah.
Last time round it was.
I think they'd be happier about it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you think
we are still at the stadium, but the team that won 3-1, by the way.
Yeah, you would know it. So where do we go from here then, mate? Obviously, January transfer window will open soon. Do you expect us to be doing much?
Not really, mate. Can't imagine us doing too much. Depends on outgoings, I think. Don't know about what the situation is with Lloyd. Kiefer, I think, is the big one, because if he, as much as he's not playing for us, if he does go, we've got to get someone in. Maybe
him not coming on indicates where his intentions may be.
Maybe. I think what will be the biggest factor is if he plays against QPR, because if he doesn't, I think that's because he doesn't want to be cup tied. So we'll see. But you can't just have Dom. I think Antoine could play there, Cliver could play there, but they're not. It's not ideal. So I think that it will depend on Kiefer's situation. People like Brooksy, I know he's been linked with a few loan moves away, so depends if anyone leaves with him. Maybe the Traore situation might mean we get a few. We might get a couple of bodies in, like kind of stopgap loans and stuff, but I don't think we'll go mad. I think we can literally just, if we kept the same squad now, didn't lose anyone, didn't gain anyone, we'll be in the top 13 this season. I would have thought something like that. So yeah, it's what it is, mate. A bit disappointed today, but
it is, but pleased for Alex Scott. First Premier League goal, should have maybe been 2. I mean, it was offside, we know that. VAR checked it, took them a long time. Yeah, don't know how, but
it took them a while. I mean, I felt pretty clever, because I didn't even celebrate. I went, well, that's clearly offside. But VAR took longer than I did, so I don't know how close it was. I have to look at it back. But that was a shame, because that might have nerved them a little bit, but there was only about a minute to go. So as much as... I believe there's 11 players on the pitch. I'm sure 12 of their players went down today.
Mate, like at the end, it was a joke. We're just going to have a quick chat with Ryan as well. Ryan, talk to me about how you're feeling after that. Your first witnessing of a loss here whilst in the UK.
I'm not sure if we left points down there. We definitely left goals.
Yeah.
The chances we had, the last sort of 6 or 7, we just been tucking them away, and just little things today maybe didn't go away. But I think the fact that we didn't take our chances when we had them, these sort of places, then you only have yourself to blame.
We have been ultra clinical so far. So it was almost about time that we had enough day in front of goal, and we hit the bar, we made the keeper work, but just not enough. And when you've got the clinicality of Son up front with that breakaway goal, the right was sort of on the wall, wasn't it? And at 2-0, I sort of never really felt, unless we scored in the next 5 minutes, I couldn't see us turning it back around.
No, it's one of those where literally Dom has just been hitting the net every shot he had. He missed a couple today. Another day he probably scores them, but that's the difference. I mean, you got players like Son, and you give him half a chance, and they stick it in the top corner. So there's not much you can do about that. But we can turn it around, and it's only one defeat in God knows how many. So I'll still back us to turn it around, and we're in 12th at the end of the year, so you definitely take that.
Exactly, absolutely take it as well. And look, we'll get a closing word also from Kieran as well. Kieran, that's weird, isn't it, seeing a loss? We're not used to that.
We didn't play badly at all. I feel like we left something out there, but we didn't play badly. We just didn't stick our chances away at the right times.
Yeah.
I don't think the performance, particularly first half, I don't think it was that different to recent games. We've just been sticking our chances away at the right times. And you think of Fulham, like we scored just before half-time. Even with the goal we conceded today, if we stick one away early, like late first half, like the one that Dom's hit the bar, that dips under a few inches, and you're looking at a different game.
Alas, not to be for AFC Bournemouth. We end the year on a low, but look, what a December it's been, and we're certain that Andoni Iraola's going to get Manager of the Month, surely. But what a month it has been for AFC Bournemouth. It's been history-making. Unfortunately, it's not been one where we've broke some more records, because that would have been, our 8th unbeaten match had we not lost that. But Spurs won 3-1. North London for tonight is white. Happy New Year to you. The vlog is out tomorrow morning. It's not going to be a good one. Up the chest.